it's Nay. And welcome to or welcome back to Nay's Little Garden. So I'm basically doing a little series of growing a garden for beginners. Like if you're in your first year, you're about 2027 is gonna be your first year. I wanna just prep you realistically for about how much you're gonna spend mid-range, right? For a specific type of garden. And I've done grow bags and I've done raised beds, right? So today we're gonna do the green stalk, aka a vertical planter. Vertical planters are great because you can grow a good amount in a very limited space. The downside to growing in something like a green stalk is you are limited to container varieties. The upside to that downside is you're doing that in the big 2025, 2026 growing season, and there are a bunch of container varieties. So, grab you a drink, grab you a snack, and I'm gonna show you how for a little under $600, you're gonna be able to grow in a green stalk. Now, disclaimer, and I've done this for all of this series, I'm gonna say, there are ways you can go about making things cheaper. Cheaper soil, bag yourself a green stalk during a sale. The price I'm gonna tell you does not include sale price, but if you buy the green stalk and the things I'm talking about, some of the from the green stalk website, you're gonna actually get it for a little less than this because there's a sale right now. I feel like every other month, green stalk has a sale. So I will keep my eye on that and not buy a green stalk unless you can get it on sale. So, I gave you the disclaimer about price. The things I'm going to tell you are what I think is going to benefit and make gardening as easy as possible. I love my green stalks. They are not cheap. The quality, the look, and the ability to grow without actual land honestly makes it worth it to a certain extent. Of course, if you don't have the money, you don't have the money, which means it's not worth it, right? You do not have to sit there and spend all $529 right now. You can, in fact, buy bit by bit. You can say, oh, the green stock's on sale right now. Let me go ahead and pick it up. Does that make sense? And then you can buy some of the soil next month, and then the rest of the soil the following month, and then the plants the following month after that. So let's hop, skip, jump right into it. I gave you my disclaimers. The 3-tier green stalk is what we are talking about here. Their original is a 5-tier. We're talking about the green 3-tier. Let's start slow. If you can shell out the extra 30, 40-ish dollars for the is it $40? Don't quote me on the price of that. We're gonna go off the 3-tier. The 3-tier with no sale is about $106. It sounds like a lot. It is a good amount of money. That is 18 pockets, 10 inches deep. I'm going to repeat that because if you're new to gardening, that's going to sound like a bunch of different numbers. So let me say it in a different way. The 3-tier green stock, which is one tier stacked on top of another tier, stacked on top of another tier, has the ability to fit 18 different plants. Yes, now we are limited to container plants, and there's certain things that I haven't tried to grow in the green stock that I'm not going to recommend to you. The other thing I want to also say on this, I am not doing a majority of seeds. If you're a beginner and you're trying to go from the green stock and sitting there thinking about starting plants and stuff like that, that then jumps up the price. So with already thinking about how expensive that was going to be, I didn't go ahead and add those. However, you can nitpick from any of these videos that you watch me talk about in this series and pull things together, because the pricing of certain things is not going to change. Like if I say, okay, this is how much you can get these plants from this website, you can be like, I want to do plants, and I'm just going to order the plants and go ahead and put them in my grow bags. You can do that. I'm just using plants as this for the green stock, so you guys can just know the pricing. You're going to order most of these things off of the green stock website, and then the plants, I went and used the Burpee website. There are other websites. I feel like Burpee is the most known, and the plants do in fact grow. I've ordered from them before. There you go. So as I was saying, it's about $105 for the 3-tier green stock original. The garden lid, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the spiders that spider. You don't need the garden lid. I think we should just put it in there. It's going to cost you about $18. The plant support, I'm going to be real with you. I think this is a need. This is a need. The plants are going to flop over. You don't want nothing to snap. You don't want any problems. And you can get a pack of 3 plant supports that was built for the green stock for $25. I know you're like, girl, what? There's 3 tiers and you're going to get 3 of them. This is going to be very useful. I got them this year. They really helped me. They really, truly do. The green stock, the 3-tier green stock is on sale for $88 right now. So I've told you $105, but if you're going to buy them now, you can get it for about $85. $80, $83, something like that. You are going to need about 24 gallons of potting mix. This is what doubles the price. I am offering you the same exact soil from the raised. Let's just say like it's going to run you about $30 for 1.5 cubic feet. You're going to need, I'm just being very real with you right now, at least 1.5 of those bags to properly fill those. 10 inches is deep enough to grow plants, but you're going to need most of those, like just about all of it, in order to properly grow it, what you need to grow. So you're going to be looking at about 7 bags, $200. Just go ahead and add that up there. But that is an organic soil. Look around. You might be able to find it cheaper. That soil is from Amazon. Amazon has quite a few really good organic soil that you can get around $28 to $30. That's what I'm going to say on that. Going to Burpee, you are going to find a sugar ton of stuff to grow. I'm going to say this again. You need to buy the things for containers. They do, in fact, have a container section. If you look and you type in the container vegetables and click that, go ahead, get you a pen and paper or your phone in your notes section and go swipe through. Look through the tomatoes, look through the peppers, you can grow just about anything in the green stock. I'm not about to go through all of them because they had like 6 rows of like 6. Just know basically almost anything can be grown in the green stock as long as it's a container variety of that thing. Now, I went ahead and I have here on Burpee, you can get 3 plants for $25. However, you are going to save money because you have 18 pockets to fill. So if you're getting more than one of this package deal, they're $20. So you're going to spend about $20 on all of these. Let's just say $100. I'm not sure about what the shipping cost is going to be. So let's just say about $125, excuse me, because 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? That's $125. However, you still have a few pockets. I suggest, this is how I feel about this, you go and get yourself a seed packet from some store, any store that sells seeds. You're going to have to wait until the end of winter when they start offering these things. It can be a big box store. Do not let people shame you into feeling like you can only buy from certain places. Go get you a $2, $4, whatever the price is going to be, packet of seeds. Just one packet, and toss those seeds in there. Find something. I'm going to tell you right now, don't do tomato seeds. Don't do pepper seeds. I wouldn't do eggplant. I would buy those things as plants from the Burpees. Do something like basil or kale, lettuce, things that are easier to grow, and you can toss them into the soil. And what you can do is actually get you a colder variety, which Google is going to tell you exactly what you need to know, the varieties that can handle colder temperatures, and you can toss them in there and not even have to worry about a certain, it's got to be super warm before it'll grow, and just know you're going to have to harvest that. And you might want to go back if you like those greens, and they might not do as well under the heat, and you can get more heat tolerant greens and grow those. So then you'll be growing tomatoes, eggplants, peppers. The herbs can be added in this packet, so I did put herbs as well as greens. 5 different vegetables and herbs and stuff, and that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a good amount of produce. It's going to be an extremely good amount of produce. You can in fact grow your herbs in different containers and save this for these things, and I'm going to do a video separately on growing herbs and how you can even be growing herbs from now, like in the winter time. And tell you what the indoor costs are going to be. And I'm not going to be factoring in your electricity costs because I don't know what the electricity and water costs are around you, but they're going to be relatively negligible. You heard him. Negligible. Thank you. So that's basically the green stock. That's about under $600. So I think the green stock, the pricing is about the same as those 2 raised beds we did in the previous video. However, if you don't have that spacing for the raised beds, this would be the better option if this is in your price point. Once again, I said this in the previous video and I'm going to say it for this video. You can go ahead and buy this 3-tier green stock and only fill 1 tier for this coming year with the soil and plant out the plants, and that is gonna cut your price in half. Yes, okay? And then the following season, like for fall or winter, maybe you can fill up another tier, or you have to wait till next year. My point is, you can just get the green stock and have it, and then do what you gotta do to fill it up. If you can fill up 1 for the beginning of spring, 1 tier, and then you fill up the next tier in summer, that's okay. Something will grow. You just have to look up at the plants that are worth trying to grow at that time. There are varieties of every type, essentially, that are early growers. Like they'll grow faster than other ones. Like some take 60 days, some take 110 days, some take 90 days, 80 days. And you really could grow anything in the green stock, including root vegetables. I would recommend, if you're talking about yield, peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, herbs, greens, because you're gonna have a higher yield. If you're trying to grow like beets and carrots, onions, parsnips in the green stock, you're gonna get like, you grow like the little round carrots, maybe 3 per green stock planter pocket. You know what I mean? Beets, maybe 2. And they're gonna be on the medium size. And that's not to say, like, if you really eat those things, then grow that. You can grow a whole tier of just those carrots. And then second tier can be all beets. Like, whatever you actually eat, please grow that and not what I'm telling you to grow. I'm just giving you examples of things. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Go ahead and let's talk down in the comments section. What is your favorite way to grow? Are you growing multiple ways? Have you grown yet? If not, which way interests you the most and why? And please don't be concerned about being like, I can't afford this or that. This is the real world. Things are expensive. If you can't do green stock this year, even though you would like to, the grow bag seemed more reasonable for you, then do that. And like I said, if you can swing that $115, $108, whatever, buy that and fill up 1 tier. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Join the community, because I really think just about everyone can really grow something. And you should. And I think you're going to find some type of joy out of that. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.